Hello, 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 everyone. This is Sam. I am super excited about today. If you haven't noticed that September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. So for the full month of September, I will be doing lives every week going over life insurance. I know most people like, do we really need a national life insurance awareness month? And my answer is yes. When we still have Americans that who are not fully insured, we need as much awareness brought to this topic as possible. So, like I said, for the next 4 weeks, you're going to have me talking about life insurance, talking about everything, the ins and outs of it, different type of policies, and what you can do with your policy to help secure the future of your family. So tonight's session is going to be pretty brief, pretty light. I'm just going to share with you why I became a life insurance agent because I feel like sometimes that little piece is missing when you working with an agent about why they became a life insurance agent. And let me tell you something, it's not about the money that's in it. It's more about the value and the change that I'm able to bring. So my journey to becoming a life insurance agent actually started with me answering an ad for a company that I used to be employed with for an entry level financial advisor. And once I got there, I realized that there's no such thing as an entry level financial advisor. You're technically a life insurance agent. And as I began to dive deep into becoming a life insurance agent, there were so many things that I didn't know that I was like, this is some information that definitely needs to be brought back to my community. You see, I always had life insurance. That's something that I did not play with. As soon as I had my first daughter, I went and got life insurance because my goal was to be able to protect her in case I was no longer around. But once I opened up the book and started really learning about life insurance, I learned mostly about its potential. Because you can go anywhere and you can look up the types of insurance, you can look up different companies, but when you really, really understand its potential, it changes your dynamic of everything, the way you look at it. You see, most people look at life insurance as just something to bury them, but they skip out on the fact that life insurance is can be a bridge or a vehicle to help you on your way to not only setting up a financial foundation for your family, but passing on a legacy to the next generation so that they have a fair starting ground when it comes to doing things. Growing up, I've always been a business minded entrepreneurship person. And one thing that I felt like stumbled me against the wall was the fact that at times I did not have the capital at hand because I didn't get an inheritance from anyone. So I never had the capital at hand. And when I learned that life insurance serves as an ability for a family to pass down money to someone, that let's talk about this, that is income tax free, so that they can essentially use that to start a business, to purchase a house, to buy a car, to do things that they couldn't have done if they didn't have that. It's like a no-brainer to me. So my job as a life insurance agent is to educate as many people as I can to help them see that potential. We all hear about the wealth gap, and we all need to understand that the wealth gap is getting wider than ever before. And one way to help, lessen or narrow down that wide gap is through life insurance. I feel like every single person should have life insurance, whether you're a parent, a child, a grandparent, every single person needs it because essentially you have a life and it's going to end one day. And if it's just life insurance just to bury you, that's so cool. But if you have the opportunity to pass down a significant amount of money to the loved ones that you have, I say, why not do it? And when working with people, I always tell them my belief in life insurance, about why I feel so passionate about it. And it's not because I'm an agent, because that's the last thing on the mind. The passion in my belief in life insurance is twofold. It's one, like I said, shared earlier, is the potential that it gives to people. You're able to pass out a large amount of wealth to your family without them having without having to put much in. Like there's three different types to build wealth, three different ways to build wealth. You could build it, you could borrow it, or you could buy it. Life insurance allows you to buy wealth at a large amount for depending on when you get your policy, and we'll go over that later on in a series about when is the best time to buy, what you should be looking for, and stuff. But just to stick with it, the potential behind it is that it allows you to give your family wiggle room for the next generation to do stuff. And that's the key. That's important because with the Black community, each year we lose an enormous amount of wealth just from the lack of inheritance. Life insurance helps stop up that plug and allows us to pass that wealth on to our family. But the second reason why I'm very passionate about life insurance is because I have seen firsthand what the lack of life insurance does to a family. And I'm not going to get too transparent or too personal with you guys with how I've seen it, but I've seen a breadwinner leave the earth and not have enough insurance in place. Homes lost, cars lost, children not being able to carry on, maybe go to school. So it's extremely important that we understand that life insurance is not something that you just pick up and just get a policy and go. Something that you think through, you strategize, you understand the reasoning behind why you get in the policy, and then you execute. So this is my girl Sam. I told you I wasn't going to keep you long for the first series, but next week we're back on 7 p.m. and we're going to be talking more about the different type of policies that you can have and what's the best one for you. So happy Life Insurance Month.